Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Mikey Bustos bringing you another video. This video is about languages. Um, you know, being able to communicate is such a quintessential, you I would think, in life and in the world, especially today. Now that we are kind of like one global nation and communications is becoming such an important thing in, in the world. Um, I tend to kind of have a knack for languages somehow. I of course speak English, and growing up, I also grew up with Italians. And I had to take Italian class in school up until grade 8. So I speak a little bit of Italian. Ave Maria, piena di grazia, Signore con te. Tu sei benedetta tra le donne. Padre nostro, che sei nei cieli, sia santificato tuo nome. And of course, French I was taking until the last year in high school. And I never really could speak French until I lived in Montreal, where of course they speak French. Salut! Oui, je parle en français. Je viens de Montréal, au coin de Rachel et Iberville. Quebec, the province of Quebec is predominantly French. So I kind of learned French there while living there. And of course, Filipino. I grew up with my parents not really speaking Tagalog to me, but speaking Tagalog to each other. All the adults would speak Tagalog. And which is why it's so funny when I went to Philippines for the first time and I saw all of these, like little kids speaking Tagalog. The kids sounded so sophisticated. They sounded so smart because they could speak Tagalog and we could not. Um, and because we had always grown up associating Tagalog with grown-ups, and so seeing kids speak Tagalog was just such a trip for me. Even the animals, like the pet dogs, understood Tagalog, and it's like, oh, I wish I could speak Tagalog like that, or understand Tagalog like that. When I go to Philippines, I speak predominantly Taglish, but after a month, I'm speaking a lot of Tagalog. When I had stayed there for a month, the last time I was there in 2007, I came back speaking Tagalog, which was pretty neat. Um, and in high school, I had to learn Latin as well. I did pretty well in Latin. Ego sum Michaelis. Uh, and that was kind of neat. So, and I've picked up other languages here and there as well. Of course, Spanish, which is very similar. Well, I shouldn't say similar, but which Tagalog and Spanish have similar words, and is also quite similar to Italian. Ni una sola palabra, ni gestos ni miradas apasionadas, mi rastro de los besos que antes me dabas. And remote languages like Urdu, East Indian, Urdu, Tumari kubsurti mera delay letie, me tumse piar kartau. Those are two romantic sentences, which come in handy. Um, and so yeah, being able to speak various languages really is a fantastic skill. Being Filipino and those in Philippines, it's great because Filipinos speak both English and Tagalog, which actually brings me back to the Filipino accent tutorial. Now, a lot of people were kind of offended. So, no, I'm gonna say a lot of people. Actually, a very, very small, minute percent of people found the accent tutorial offensive. However, most of them brought up the fact that educated Filipinos don't speak Tagalog, don't speak English with an accent like that. I'm educated, I don't speak like that. Now, to me, anyway, details on language, like accent and intelligence, you know, are separate. They're not. One doesn't necessarily denote the other. Having an accent doesn't mean intellectual inferiority. It doesn't. You know, when I go to Philippines, I speak Tagalog with a Canadian accent, and I make all sorts of mistakes. And but that doesn't mean that I'm stupid. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm dumb. So in the same way, having a Filipino accent, which the whole world loves, of course, doesn't mean that you are dumb. You know, and in fact, to me, having a Filipino accent denotes that you actually speak both languages. Here in Canada, where diversity is favored, you know, employers will look for people who are multilingual, bilingual, or whatever. It's actually sort of a strength, an advantage if you have an accent because it denotes intelligence and that you actually speak another language. Having an accent actually denotes intelligence, really, you know. It doesn't denote a lack of intelligence. Completely the opposite of what those who were offended were saying to me. So, you know, I think it's great whenever I see people who are bilingual or trilingual or multilingual, you know, polyglots. It's amazing. And one of the coolest things I've been able to, I guess, observe, in particular with the Asians and Filipinos who are subscribed to this channel, um, are the Filipinos that speak other languages, you know, that are from Austria and speak German, and you know, from Italy that speak Italian. And I just met a Filipino a few weeks ago who speaks French. She came from France and she's now, you know, living here in Canada, and it's just totally amazing, you know. Anyway, that's my rant, my randomness for today. And so thank you guys so much for watching. Merci beaucoup. You know, grazie, gracias, and salamat. You know, angthe uye. Love you guys. Thanks. Please subscribe to our channel.